Hey everybody, Michael Phoenix here. Oh, we're just off Airport Road on a beautiful spring. I almost said summer. It's not officially summer yet. um, Although coming up soon, summer season unofficially kicks off, but with Memorial Day. But anyway, here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Today, May 18th, 2015, A Valley and Beyond is officially launched 2 years ago. May 18th, 2013, the first edition went live. And it's kind of weird because whole thing started off as a simple blog doing music and art reviews and just took off from there. And I guess the main catalyst and the main event that happened that made me decide to go into a full-blown magazine was the fact that I tried to get freelancing in the area, and a lot of the publications wouldn't even get back to me. Sent writing samples and everything, not even a reply with the publications and media in the area. So I still remember I looked at the blog and it's like, okay, what is the main difference between what I'm doing now and taking it into a full-blown online magazine? And it's like the first thing I realized was, okay, start a list of upcoming events. And really didn't have a plan, and still don't have a plan, honestly. One of the many things life has taught me, especially with this, every time I plan something out, it doesn't quite go that way. But so moved it over to an actual website away from hub pages. Moved it over to Weebly, and from there added the upcoming events. I believe the first 3 editions were actually I tried to sell them for 99 cents and I just failed miserably. That really didn't take off. I tried to sell it as an actual e-magazine, ebook format, and it just bombed horribly. So we're switching over to, I realized that guess what? Basically the first few editions, you could have also picked it up in print, but it bombed miserably and horribly. So, basically scrapped that idea and said, you know what? I don't have time to do both. Let's just keep this thing online only. And I couldn't even tell you when I made the decision to start including video. I tried to follow traditional formats and the traditional way of doing things, and I guess at some point I decided, okay, like with starting with the live music, all right, let's start doing video with this, and just do it from the crowd, because everything, because when you're doing it from the crowd, it's like, okay, this is what it's like to be here. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. After I decided things from the start of the blog, very few actual decisions were consciously made with the way I do things with the magazine now. Everything just kind of evolved on its own. Kind of like every project I do, where it just takes a life of its own and just keeps going. Looking back over the past 2 years, it's amazing how far things have come. I never dreamed, the thought never crossed my mind on how far it would actually go. You know, the thought never crossed my mind. It was just okay every week. I originally started bi-weekly and then moved it to every week. It was just every single week. You know, okay, what, you know, this is what's going on, this is what I'm going to cover, this is what'll be in, you know, in the magazine. It's been an interesting ride, to say the least. I have to really have to thank, number one, my father, number two, Team Worldwide, number three, Robert Trotner, and number four, Force One Towing and Auto Body, because they have been there from the start of everything. And if it wouldn't be for those four, it never would have come this far. I mean, when I look back into the archives, even this year already, and last year, and it's like, huh? How? I looked there and it's like, no wonder why I get exhausted at times and burn out. And I mean, honestly, the amount of frustration, the amount of times I wanted to walk away, the amount of days and nights I spent on the street and kept this thing going. But you know what? Through the worst, I am damn proud of it. I am damn proud of what this magazine has accomplished. And honestly, the whole point of everything was I saw the local publications just showing off the Lehigh Valley to the Lehigh Valley and to the visitors. And starting off as an author, I couldn't do that, okay? I can only think in global terms. So it's like, all right, show off the best, what's so great about this area, and show off the local side to the world. Why not? You know, show the entire world what they're missing here. Give the entire world a reason to come to and visit the Lehigh Valley. Allentown, Bethlehem, Easton, Whitehall, Catasauqua, Northampton, Emmaus, Copley, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, I can't believe how far this thing has evolved in 2 short years. And the fact that it's survived everything. 2 brutal winters, one with snow, another with 0 and sub-zero temperatures. I mean, honestly, it amazes me. The magazine evolved into mainly video for a while, and now a combination of video and typed articles, depending on what I have time for. The reason for the video articles was point blank. It started off as, okay, let's do this while I'm walking down the street and show people everyday life, what everyday uncut, uncensored, unedited life is like here in the area. And then I realized after I did the first 2 or 3 that it's like, okay, this is also saving me a ton of time. Because an article or a review would take me anywhere between 1 and 3 hours to type up, whereas video, okay, upload while I'm doing something else. So it's just, you know, that's how that part of it evolved. You know, I came up with the criteria for doing different reviews, which I pretty much apply to almost everything in one aspect or another. Myself, I've won, in 2015, I won the Best Music Reviewer industry side, LVMA, Lehigh Valley Music Award. But honestly, words don't mean anything. Some people tell me I'm doing a great job. That's an award, and that means something to me. What is the future for Valley and beyond? Honestly, I can't tell you. I don't have the first clue. You know, pretty much I've pretty much figured out, you know, the basics. Well, you can tell the basic structure and setup, but I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know how it's going to evolve. I don't know how long it will exist past 2015. Because like I said, every time I make set plans, kind of backfire on me, or if the fates, life, whatever you believe in, doesn't necessarily agree with those plans. The only thing I can say is, I promise to keep surprising you with it, with the content, with what's going to be in each edition, etc., etc., etc. Other than that, I don't have the first clue. It's evolved on its own. It's the situation has worked out great without planning it out. It keeps me surprised every week at times. So that's pretty much the way it's going to work. But yeah, 2 years of Valley and Beyond has made it. Like I said, that's something I'm damn proud of. But you couldn't have made it without the people I told you about. No chance. So, and you couldn't have made it without your support and without you checking it out every week, finding out what's going, you know, checking out the articles, etc., etc., etc. Nothing could have made it this far. But I think that about wraps up the history of it, shall we say. If you want to find out one quick thing, if you want to find out what an event is like in Lehigh Valley, always check the archives first. 2013, 2014 for the rest of the year, and 2015 for different categories, a lot of different categories. So thank you to everyone for helping the magazine make it to this 2-year mark. Will it hit 3? Honestly, I have no idea. I'd like it to, but you never know what life and the fates have planned for you. Take care, everybody. Stay safe in the night, and always enjoy life. Enjoy the people in your life. And make sure the people that you truly love and that truly love you, make sure they know every moment. And one last piece of advice: always go after your dreams. Never let anyone or anything stop you. If it doesn't work out, at least you can say you gave it your best and you tried. Michael Phoenix, founder of Valley and Beyond, on Irving Street here, like I said, on a beautiful spring summer Sunday morning. Take care, everybody. If you're in the area, you never know, you might see me around. Who knows where the road will lead from here? No one. Later.